Why Trust Matters and How It Affects Everything. In his book, The Speed of Trust, Stephen M. Covey shares a powerful idea. Trust is not just a nice feeling or something we hope we have in relationships. It's actually something that affects how fast things happen and how much they cost. In other words, trust has a real impact on how well things work, whether it's in families, businesses, communities, or governments. Covey says that when trust is high, everything speeds up and costs go down. People don't waste time second-guessing each other. They don't need tons of paperwork, contracts, or meetings to make sure everyone's doing what they said they would. Things just move faster because people believe each other and count on each other to keep their word. But when trust is low, the opposite happens. Everything takes longer and costs more. People have to double-check everything. They get lawyers involved. They build extra systems just to protect themselves. All of that adds up. That's what Covey calls a trust tax. It's like an invisible fee you pay every time trust is missing in a situation. It slows things down and makes life more complicated. A good example Covey gives is what happened after the September 11th attacks in the U.S. People lost a lot of trust. Trust in safety, in airports, in security. As a result, airports added tons of new security checks. Lines got longer. More money was spent on machines, guards, and procedures. That's a real-life trust tax in action. We all paid the price, not just in money, but in time, stress, and inconvenience. On the flip side, there's something called the trust dividend. This is the benefit we get when trust is high. When people trust each other, they work together better. They're more creative, more open, and more willing to help each other succeed. There's less drama and fewer delays. This can happen in a small team, a big company, or even a whole country. High trust creates a kind of energy that pushes everything forward. For example, in a business where the boss trusts the employees and the employees trust each other, things flow smoothly. People don't spend all day covering their backs or worrying about being blamed. They focus on doing great work. That leads to better results, happier customers, and more success. That's the trust dividend in action. It actually helps the bottom line. Covey's message is clear. Trust isn't just about being nice or polite. It's a real tool. It can be built and improved. And the more we understand how trust works, the more we can use it to make our lives and work better. Whether it's dealing with coworkers, managing a team, running a company, or just living in your neighborhood. Trust is the key to making things happen faster, cheaper, and with better results. How trust grows. The 5 layers of trust. Stephen M. Covey explains that trust grows in layers, like ripples in water. He calls these layers the 5 waves of trust, and each one builds on the one before it. The idea is that trust starts with yourself and then spreads outward to your relationships, your workplace, the marketplace, and even society as a whole. 1. Self-trust, trusting yourself first. Everything starts with you. If you don't trust yourself, it's hard to expect others to trust you. Covey says we need 4 things to build self-trust. Integrity. This means being honest and doing what you say you'll do, even when no one is watching. Intent. Your reasons matter. If people believe your motives are good, they're more likely to trust you. Capabilities. You need to have the skills and tools to get the job done. Results. People trust you more when you have a track record of getting things done right. If you're working on being more trustworthy, start by checking how you're doing in these 4 areas. 2. Relationship trust, the way you treat others. Once you trust yourself, the next step is to build trust with the people around you, your friends, coworkers, boss, or family. Covey gives 13 behaviors that help build trust in relationships. Some of the most important ones include: talk straight, be honest and say what you mean. Show respect, treat people well even if you disagree. Create transparency, don't hide things. Be open and share the truth. Right wrongs, if you mess up, own it, apologize and fix it. Deliver results and do what you said you would on time. These actions show people that you're reliable and worth trusting. 3. Organizational trust, trust at work. When trust exists in a company or team, everything runs smoother. But for that to happen, the organization's systems and leadership need to support trust. That means having clear goals and values, rewarding honesty and performance, encouraging open communication, leading by example, especially from the top. If the company's actions match its words, people will feel safe and motivated. 4. Market trust. Earning trust from customers and the public. Market trust is about your reputation. Businesses and brands gain trust by being consistent, delivering quality, and keeping promises. If a company treats customers well and does the right thing, it builds loyalty. But if it cuts corners or hides mistakes, trust drops fast. 5. Societal trust. Making the world a better place. This is the widest wave. When companies or individuals give back to their communities, protect the environment, or help solve big problems, they build trust with society. It shows they care about more than just profits. They care about people. That kind of trust helps businesses grow and strengthens communities. How to build, keep, and fix trust when it's broken. Now that we understand how trust works and where it shows up in our lives, Stephen M. R. Covey talks about something very important: how to build trust, how to keep it strong, and how to fix it when it's been broken. Building trust. Building trust isn't something that happens overnight. It takes effort and consistency. Covey says it's like making deposits into a trust account. Every time you do something honest, kind, or reliable, you're adding trust. But every time you lie, act selfishly, or break a promise, you're making a withdrawal. If you make too many withdrawals, the account goes empty, and trust is lost. To build trust, start with small things. Keep your word, even on the little promises. Be honest, even when it's uncomfortable. Show that you care, not just by what you say, but by what you do. When people see you doing the right thing again and again, they begin to believe in you, and that's the foundation of trust. Extending trust. Sometimes you need to trust others, even before they've fully earned it. Covey calls this smart trust. It means you don't blindly trust everyone, but you also don't assume the worst. You use good judgment. You look at someone's character and track record, and then you decide whether or not it's smart to give them your trust. Smart trust is a balance between being too trusting and too suspicious. It helps you build stronger relationships while still protecting yourself. For example, if a coworker has always met their deadlines and helped the team, you might trust them with a big responsibility. But if someone has lied to you or let you down before, you might be more careful. That's smart trust, being open, but not naive. Restoring trust. What if trust has already been broken? Covey says that trust can be repaired, but it takes time and effort. The person who broke the trust has to be willing to change and do the hard work. Here's how to start fixing trust. 1. Own up to what happened. Don't make excuses. Say what you did wrong. 2. Apologize sincerely. A real apology shows that you understand the hurt you caused. 3. Make it right. Do something to fix the situation if possible. 4. Change your behavior. Show through your actions that you've learned and grown. 5. Keep showing up. Be consistent. Over time, people will start to believe in you again. Restoring trust takes more time than building it from scratch, but it's possible if the person is truly committed to change. In summary, Covey's big message is this: trust is a skill. It's something you can build, measure, and improve. It's not out of your control. Whether you're trying to be a better leader, friend, parent, or coworker, learning how to build trust will make your relationships stronger and your life smoother. Trust makes everything faster, cheaper, and better. Stay tuned for more audiobooks.